Here we are, week upcoming 4 of the NFL season, and we're fucking here and we're back, and we got a special guest, and his name is Carlo Perugini. Phins fan, clap it up.
Phins up.
How you doing, Carlo?
What's that?
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's an honor. I've been waiting.
You are, for this year, the second guest that we have. So we got a lot to talk about. I know you're a happy man, and I know you have a lot to talk about. I know Muller has a lot to talk about, and I know Gassy has a lot to talk about.
Bro.
So, Gassy, chime in because I know you're going to be interested in this convo about the Phins. So, let's get right into it. So, let's dive in. So, Mortals, we'll go over it quickly. I hit Cincy -6, 3-1 in season. Muller is 2-2. Had Dallas -2.5 over in the Miami Bills game. Did not hit. Gassy had the New York stinking Jets. He's 1-2.
Bad move.
Bad move. The man said it. So, well, we got Carlo here. I know he wants to talk about it, and I want to talk about it too. So let's talk about this Miami team, and then we'll get into the game. What do you like? What do you like so far? What have you seen that you're just you've been right about, and it's actually showing? I want to hear it.
So the one thing I've been wrong about is I thought Brian Flores was still going to be here to this day. But it worked out perfectly where they kind of sacrificed Flo. He built together a beautiful defense. It's one of the best defenses in the league, one of the most fun defenses I've been watching over the past 3 years with the cover zero blitzes. And thankfully, Josh Boyer, the defensive coordinator who's been with Flo through the Patriots, and he came in with Flo to the Dolphins, and he's still with the team now. He's the DC, so the same style of defense is there. But now we have the GOAT, Mike McDaniel.
Mike McDaniel. I am a McDaniel fan. I think he really, from the offensive perspective, I think he's really elevated this whole, the wide receivers, the line. I mean, I don't think anyone really knows anyone on the Phins line, but they've been blocking for him.
Teron
Armstead, Robert Hunt, Carcass. What's that?
They just got Connor Williams from the Cowboys.
Okay.
He's playing center. He was a guard for the Cowboys.
Dude, but you know what, though? It's I think people are kind of sleeping on the defense. Like you said, I don't even know who they really have besides, Baker, Xavier Howard, Byron Jones. They got Christian Wilkins. They're just...
Jalen Phillips, Javon Holland.
I know, my bad. Jalen Phillips, how's he been playing?
He's kind of started off a little slow. He's got the build. It's year 2. He started off slow last year and finished the season hot. So hopefully he picks it up. He's also got Melvin Ingram taking a little pass rush snaps from him. Yeah. And he's been a great pickup. But yeah, what I was getting to is that Flo built this defense. Now we got McDaniel, like you said, elevated this whole offense. Offensive players want to come play for him. He's truly a genius. Truly what Adam Gase was supposed to be. But he's legit, and that's been my favorite part about the Dolphins.
I think coming from that Shanahan system in San Fran really was that's what we thought as Jets fans were we have Mike LaFleur now, we're gonna get this San Francisco system that's been so good that San Fran's been in the Super Bowl with Jimmy G. They have a good run game, West Coast offense type, but elevated. But
Jets play calls have been pretty good offensively, right? The past 2 years.
I think they have. I think they've been good this year. We just had the corpse of Joe Flacco at quarterback, so there's not much you can do.
Yeah,
I agree.
I think I was listening to another pod today. I'll just briefly touch on the Jets, but Joe Douglas, Joe Benigno was kind of hating on Douglas because he kind of put all of his eggs in one basket on Mekhi. I kind of still agree with what Joe Douglas did, but we're definitely diminished right now between the line. I mean, we have pieces. It just seems like the locker room is already lost. They're just they're gone. They don't even DJ Reed said it. We need to sit down. Coming from winning organizations, we need to sit down. We need to talk as a group, have a meeting, get on track. Dude, that's coming from someone who's been winning with San Fran, with Seattle. Dude, I'm taking his word. I'm taking his advice.
Those are the players you need, though.
Exactly. And those are the players we need. But, it's we need to adapt those philosophies that he's brought over from all those winning cultures, which, the Jets never want to fucking do. They want to hire guys like Adam Gase. like thinking he's gonna change the franchise
Phins
around.
did the same thing.
Like, I mean, we're trying. I respect that they're actually trying to get it right, and we have talent. That's the thing. It's not like we don't have talent. We have Sauce Gardner. He's good. We have DJ Reed. We have Michael Carter, Brees Hall. We have people. Garrett Wilson, like Eli. Like, we have pieces. That's just as a whole, we're just not there yet.
Are you more comfortable with the offense or defense?
None. I would say probably the defense, because out of probably the last 10 years since Sanchez, we've always had good defenses and no offense. But we saw Quinnen arguing on the sideline with White Cotton. That's his last name. Just, you can't make this shit up, man. You can't make this shit up.
Who the hell is that guy?
I guess he's the D-line coach. But, like, I was reading a tweet saying, like, it was all for, like, good reasoning, because, like, apparently the D-line coach wasn't blitzing enough. And Quinnen wanted them to blitz more, but he was, like, challenging Quinnen. And then Quinnen just got super tight. And people were, like, commenting, like, yo, is that the bless you, thank you guy that's arguing with the coach right now? I'm like, yep.
Yeah, it's not a good look for the Jets.
Bless you, thank you. But, yeah, I mean, dude, Miami looks good. I mean, for me, I think Hill and Waddle are easily the best duo in the league. Like,
Yeah,
they're
agree.
unreal. After that week 2 performance, it's like, you can't guard them. Because, like, obviously Tyreek's going to get a lot of shadows towards him. But, like, Waddle could take on any cornerback. Like, dude, the dude is real.
Waddle's a problem.
Waddle
He's
is a
legit.
problem.
He was so worth the pick, so worth the trade up with the Eagles.
Yep, and he was picked over, like, Devontae. I think the only one was Jamar he wasn't picked over.
Yeah.
But, like, Devontae and, like, all those other receivers, dude, that was
was a
definitely
good
a boom pick right there. Damn good.
Yeah,
And I think he's ranked,
they're like the. I saw someone say, I think Mina Kimes is her name.
Yeah.
She said they're like the Splash Brothers.
I can
It's-
see
it's-
that.
I think it's a great comparison because what's the name? The Warriors would be down 10 fourth quarter, and then in a minute or two they come back because they can hit all those
Flashing
threes. Yeah.
Yep. It's just a nightmare for defenses, too, because, like, I feel like with the Bills, like, they were missing, like, Tre'Davious White, like, I think it's Micah Hyde.
They
that's
were
now
missing their
injured.
whole secondary.
Yeah, so, I mean, that was just easy for the Miami Dolphins
But they
to exploit.
didn't even excel in that part of the game. Their receivers really didn't kill the secondary.
Yeah.
It was the defense who stepped up.
I know, and that's what you need, man.
Yeah.
Like, that's such a balanced team. Like, if your defense can step up for you, because, like, everyone is talking about the Miami offense. Like, Miami, we got to see what Miami's offense is, but it's the defense
Because
that's...
they're so pretty, the offense.
Yeah,
There's so many
like-
guys. And like you said, the defense, you
And
don't really know.
Tua,
It's like the
too.
no-name defense.
Yep, like Xavier's still elite. Like, they just have, like, a good fundamental team. Like everyone's buying into the system, so they're looking good, man, for
Yeah,
sure.
players love McDaniel. They're definitely buying into the system.
What's the running back situation? Is Chase getting...
It's Mostert and Chase Edmonds. Pretty
Gaskin's
much.
gone.
That's
He's
it.
done.
He's there.
But he's just not even
He'll
seeing
come
the
in
field.
once in a while. Yeah, you rarely see him now. But
What have you seen from them? You like what they've been showing? I feel like Chase was
I mean,
a
the
really
running
good
game
pickup.
really hasn't been doing much. I was hoping for more. I mean, the offense is still gelling. So I'll give them a couple more weeks till they hit their full potential. And you see the real Miami Dolphins offense. I think they're ranked 31st in rushing right now. And
Yes,
they're
they
going to
are.
improve in that.
31st, yep.
But when they do run, it looks good. It's definitely better than last year. The line's blocking way better. They just kind of been put in situations where they had to pass more. But
Third and long
hopefully,
type thing.
once they get that going, the offense is going to be even deadlier than it is now.
It's just crazy because, like, I feel like this was, like, the one team that kind of intrigued, like, every analyst, like, in the country, because it was just all on Tua. Like, everyone was just waiting to see what, like, Tua has weapons now. Like, is he going to actually excel? Is he just going to, like, throw ducks out there? Like, he's been doing really well. I mean, like I said, that week 2 game was huge. Like, that was just a glimpse. Like, and I hate to say it as a Jets fan because fuck Miami, but dude, they're good. Like, they're definitely good. They just beat the freaking Bills. Like,
They could be anybody if they beat the Bills, and they're finally getting their respect from teams
yep.
like you guys or other teams and other fans are saying the Dolphins are good. I've never seen this in my life.
Like, people don't realize this. Like, the pain that, like, Phins and Jets fans have been through has been prolonged for years because of Brady, obviously, and, like, now the Bills the last 2-3 years, like, have finally been good.
Yeah, they got the best quarterback in the league.
Yeah,
Josh
so
Allen.
we've just been, like, both teams have just been like swept under the rug, but like now Miami's actually coming out and like showing that they can compete in the league. So you guys are in a really good spot.
Yeah, I saw PFT just ranked them #1 team in the league.
In the league?
Like, am I dreaming?
Yeah. Someone's gotta pinch me, man. Someone pinch me. Someone give me a shot. Am I dreaming?
Yeah, literally.
So do you think that they can win the division? Is that in foresight for sure?
Definitely. They just beat the Bills. They beat the Patriots. They swept the Patriots last year. Sorry, I'm not worried about the Jets.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
It'll be a close battle with the Bills. It won't be an easy battle at all, but I think they could do it if they keep it up. Mm-hmm. Consistency is all they got to prove now.
This game, they play on Thursday. They play the Bengals in Cincinnati. I think that's going to be a very close game. I have the Bengals, actually, but the Dolphins can easily win that. Yeah, Mueller has the Bengals too, but I think that's the one game that they'll probably take the L on, but it's going to be a good one for sure.
Why do you think they'll lose?
Well, I think they just had a crazy battle with the Bills, and they're coming off a short week. The Bengals just literally just shat on the Jets like they do in the morning. But I think at home, I think it's going to be. I think Joe Burrow is going to actually come out. He's going to have his weapons. He's going to do all right. The run game will be there, but anything can happen, man. I mean, with Tyreek Hill and Waddle, anything can happen. But I think they finally take their L here.
Okay. One thing about Cincy right now, I think their O-line got a little bit of time to gel together. They had a new O-line. People were shitting on them right away like they're the worst fucking O-line in the league or something, but I don't think they are. I think they just needed a little time, and they're going to be better going forward.
Interesting.
Guys, that is not the reason why the Bengals are going to win.
What's the reason, Mueller?
The Bengals are going to win because they're in white-out uniforms.
Oh, they're in the all-white uniforms.
That's honestly what has me most worried.
Throw everything out the window. Throw everything out the window. It doesn't matter about the stats. It doesn't matter who's on the field. This is a full-on uniform game. It's the two best uniforms in the league, and the Bengals are going to win because they have better.
They have that. I like that reason.
Like, Carlo,
that is a good.
The Dolphins are only going to lose maybe 2 games the rest of the year, one being in Buffalo, and the other will be possibly Thursday. If they don't lose Thursday, they're losing 1 game the rest of the year.
Those are probably the most.
That's a better.
That's
a better take than they had on why the Bengals will win. And that is
Thank
true.
you.
That has me scared.
I'm sitting over here shaking my head because we're going through all the stats. The stats don't matter. It's a Thursday night football game. Mm-hmm. It does this is a uniform night.
It's a must-win game for Miami though, because even though they're not on the hot seat, they're not having a bad record. If they win this game, they surpass the hardest part of their schedule. And it'll be a lot easier than the first 4 games, which are very tough games. And they'll, if they lose this game, they'll kind of lose a lot of the respect they just gained that they finally have for the first time in 20 years. And it's a must-win because they start off 4-0 and then go into the Jets week 5. Very likely go 5-0, and then it's just a beautiful start with the first-year staff.
I will say, I'm looking at the schedule right now. The Phins do have a pretty easy schedule, but once it comes to December 4th, that whole month of December is actually very tough. So they'll have the Niners December 4th, the Chargers at the Bills, and then they'll host the Packers. Those are going to be an interesting 4 games to see because week after week against pretty damn good teams. And I know the Niners are coming back up a little bit. I'm not sold on them yet, but we'll see, man. That is a stretch where they're going to need to win, but they can. I think they're easily a lock for the playoffs, no doubt.
Easily. My one in that little stretch there. My one question is the Chargers because we don't really know where the Chargers are at right now, injury-wise, how they're playing-wise. They've been like week to week a different team. Chiefs, they were a different team than last week when they played. So, come December, where will they be? Will the Dolphins be far better, or will the Chargers actually show up to play football?
And 3 of those games are away. The only one that they host at home is against the Packers on Christmas Day. So, that's going to be interesting to see for sure.
Yeah, that's why this run in the first stretch of the season is very important.
That could be a tough one because Aaron Rodgers doesn't give a shit about his family. So the Dolphins could be in trouble there because he's going to be fully focused.
It'll give him more.
I still take the Dolphins.
Rodgers better than Brady.
It'll give him more incentive to win on Christmas because he knows he's not going to get any text messages or any calls from his family. None.
I still think he should be in jail.
He'll probably do ayahuasca on
Percocets
Christmas.
and ayahuasca.
Maybe he'll play on a perky that day. I don't know. We will see. All right, Mahler. Well, I know you had a game yesterday. I know your team won yesterday. And I know you were shit-talking them a couple episodes ago saying, bring back Dez. Smoking on the Giants pack.
I need to make something clear. I was not talking shit on the Cowboys. I was talking shit on Jerry Jones not bringing in another wide receiver. And that was before I knew that we had CeeDee Lamb number 2, Noah Brown. Like, he might be the best wide receiver in the NFC East.
Wow.
Based on what
Noah Brown?
No. Listen, based on what's expected of him and what he produces, best wide receiver in the NFC East.
Cricket.
Because all right, listen. Do you expect stuff from the Eagles wide receivers?
Of course.
Yes. Did you expect stuff from CeeDee Lamb? Yes. Did you expect stuff from this guy? No shot.
Noah Brown. How did he do last night? What
Beast.
was his stats?
5 catches, something like that.
He had
he passed the eye test. I'll say
5
that.
receptions for 54 yards. Averaged about 10.8. His longest was 19.
Yep.
From Flanders, New Jersey.
No, all right, but in all seriousness, Cowboys are winning that division.
Cowboys are winning that division. Mark it down.
I'm pulling up a stat right now.
I disagree.
So last time the Eagles started 3-0, the Cowboys lost week 1 and were 2-1 going into week 4. So the second win came in primetime that year. Philly missed the playoffs. Dallas won the NFC East that year. Eagles are currently 3-0. Cowboys lost in week 1. Dallas is 2-0, won their second in primetime. We're winning the division. Eagles are going to fold.
Trends matter.
Jalen Hurts is very good.
Yeah, the Eagles look good.
I don't think the Cowboys are going to win the division.
Yeah.
Mike, our defense is the best defense in the NFC East. We're not giving up more than 20 points in a game. If our offense can come back when Dak comes back, we will win a majority of our games.
What's the stat, Muller? Okay, my friend always loves his stat because he's a diehard Eagles fan. I think the last, 12 years, a team in the NFC East has never repeated a consecutive division-winning division.
Well, it's time for history to change.
It's time for history to change?
Sorry that the Cowboys are the best team in the division. Like, Eagles fans are going to get all hype because they beat a few teams, and then they're going to go 13-4 the rest of the year while we go 14-3. We're going to do the double over them. The defense is elite. Diggs got his interceptions, so the interceptions are going to start coming. Micah is probably the best defensive player in the league at the moment. He was 60% last night and was definitely better than some of the Giants players. Cooper Rush is killing teams with completions at the moment.
So, is Dak coming back this year?
Tell me where we
Is
lose.
Dak coming back this year?
Is he coming back next week?
Yes.
He is.
Yeah.
And Jerry
He's coming
Jones
back next week or the week
said
after.
that there might be
No,
a quarterback
don't get-
battle. That is bullshit.
There's no quarterback battle.
Didn't Dak say you
When
can't
Dak
count
comes
him
back,
out not
he's
being
the
out next
starter.
week?
What'd you say?
Didn't Dak say you can't count him out for not being out next week? Or something like that?
We'll see. Dude, Jerry Jones will play him right now if he could. But he needs to be stopped. He needs to be on a leash.
Yeah, Jerry Jones just likes the controversy.
Dude,
But we have to give respect to Cooper Rush for what he's
Absolutely.
done over the last – because he's 3-0 in the NFL. He's done great over the last 2 games.
so I'm looking at their schedule.
Was not
And
supposed to be
I
that.
remember that we all said that the NFC East has the easiest schedule this year, correct? Am I right on that?
Correct.
So now I'm looking at it now, and I'm looking at the teams that they play. They play the Commanders. They can eat their favorite to win. They can win that. They play the Rams next. The Birds. The Birds are in the same boat because they're beating easy teams besides the Vikings. But I
don't think the Vikings are that good.
I think they are. But I think that the Birds,
They got lucky against the Lions, too.
they did get lucky against the Lions. Kirk. We're not going to get into Kirk. But, I mean, the Jaguars, I'm on the Jaguars. I am fully on the Jaguars. They play them later in the season. The Lions, the Bears, they can win. I don't believe in them. Their record doesn't say shit. It doesn't mean anything. The Packers, the Vikings, the Giants, the Colts, Texans, Jags, Eagles, Titans, Commanders. It's not that hard of a schedule, but there are some games that they could potentially lose.
Do you want me to tell you what I think they'll win?
Sure.
Okay. They're going to double over Washington.
Okay.
and then lose one of the LA Rams or Eagles games.
Okay.
The next 2 is wins. They have to win.
Well,
Lions and the Bears.
They could lose to the Lions. I love the Lions. I'll run through a wall for Dan Campbell.
I know that they could lose to the Lions. I said they have to win them, though.
Yes, they have to. Packers?
All right, so then the next 2, Green Bay and Minnesota, I think they split them. I think they're more likely to beat Green Bay than Minnesota away.
I agree on that.
Just because our defense, I think, can shut down Green Bay a little more than Minnesota.
Yeah, how about your...
I think Minnesota's wide receivers will get loose a little more than Green Bay.
I'd be more scared of Rodgers than Cousins, though.
Yeah, I get Rodgers, but if he can't find someone that's open or if they can't get a run game going, I don't see him being that much of a problem. Like, if Kirk Cousins can get his wide receivers going, you got Cook running the ball well, that offense is a lot more scary. From what I've seen the Cowboys play against, I think that's a scarier opponent right now with how they're playing. That could change come week 10 and 11, but I think coming off a bye week, going into Green Bay, I think we just have a better chance at.
So what week will Mike McCarthy be fired?
Next year.
Next year.
End of the season?
Right after that last game.
So are the Cowboys going to do good, or is
like,
McCarthy getting fired?
No. Like, Cowboys are going to do good. Whether they lose in the first round of the playoffs or if they lose in the Super Bowl, this man's got to go. Like, bring in Sean Payton, please. I can't stand watching this man not use his timeouts.
Yeah, he just does.
He doesn't know how to. He doesn't know how to use the red flag. He doesn't know how to like call timeouts. He doesn't know when to run the ball, when to throw. He just he always looks like he's confused.
He just doesn't look right in a Cowboys apparel at all. It just doesn't look right.
And he couldn't lead the Packers to Super Bowl. He had a Super Bowl team, and was he there when he won the first one?
I think he was there when he won the first one.
Yeah.
And he actually looked like he fit because he looked like he ate cheese curds every day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
But Rodgers makes every coach look good. Joe Philbin, that's why the Dolphins hired him. What's his name? Who's the coach for the Broncos?
Hackett.
Yeah, and now...
Dude, they were the most over... The Broncos, I'm going to get on the Broncos here. I just don't see them winning anything. Like, they might be fourth in that
welcome.
division. You know what? You were right.
They are fourth in that division.
Welcome to the squad.
The Raiders are fourth.
Yeah, but they're going to finish fourth, the Broncos. I think.
I don't know. The Raiders are very bad right now.
Yeah.
I don't know why, though. Like, they have the pieces. It maybe just the line of the defense.
The O-line of the Raiders is probably the worst in the league.
I think they'll pick it up, though, because we know Josh McDaniels. Like, we know
they play each other
what
this
he
week
did for us, or to us. But he was a head coach before, and he did not do good. I think he'll pick it up a little bit. It's still a little early.
To be fair, the Raiders had 3 tough losses.
Yeah, those are, very close losses that they had, too. Like, the Broncos are just, confused. They don't know what's going on.
That coach sucks.
That coach is ass. He's never played a Madden game in his life on any type of console. Jerry Jeudy, I mean... There's got to be some question marks about him, in my opinion.
Fangio is just a huge mistake. They were good with Fangio.
Yeah, and their defense was solid. I get it. They try to go for an offensive coach here, but dude, he's making really bad decisions, and they just look lost. They shouldn't have even won.
Their defense is still solid in my mind. They're still just a quarterback away. I'm gonna keep saying.
Yeah, and a coach.
A coach and a quarterback away from being a good
Is Jerry Jeudy a bust? Is he a bust?
No, he doesn't have a quarterback or a coach.
He's never had a good offense. I
mean, because Sutton looks like he's picking it up finally, and he had a shit year last year.
Did he get hurt last year?
Sutton didn't get hurt last year.
No. Wow.
But he just wasn't getting the action that he was supposed to get. But, I mean, listen, Jeudy had one good, week one. I mean, usually a lot of random receivers do. Not saying he's a random receiver. But I don't know, man. It's hard for him to stay healthy. It looks like he's getting frustrated. He's got the Star of David on his chest for no reason. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't understand. He should be getting so many targets every single game. He should be a top 15 to top 10 receiver. Coming out of Alabama, we knew he was nice. We knew he was going to be a problem. But, dude, I haven't seen it. I have not seen it.
It's Russell Wilson.
Russell,
I'm telling you, it's Russell
Maybe
Wilson.
he's done. Maybe he is done, Mullen. Maybe you're right. I don't know.
His last
Did
run.
you see the video he put out today?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Do I want to see it?
He's so cringy.
Oh my god, I sent it to you. You guys can watch it if you want. But this man looks like every serial killer right before they kill the person they stole.
The person they
Kidnapped.
stole.
Like they're tied to the chair and he's talking to them about a sandwich. You ever did anything dangerous?
Dude, see?
Ooh, that is
What
dangerous.
is...
That was such a bad video for a guy that hasn't played well. It's one thing if Tua goes and does this video because he's at least playing well. This guy, he's washed. He's done. He's done. He should have stayed in Seattle. He's done.
Let's take a vote on the cringiest Russell Wilson videos that are out there on the internet. Mine has to be the Mr. Unlimited video. That will forever be the most cringiest shit that I've ever seen from him. Come on, there's got to be a
that
bunch.
one's up.
What was that
No,
TikTok
Mike, that
one
one's
he
up
just
there.
posted with his family, with the suits?
Yeah.
Yes.
That was just disgusting.
The one of him at Seattle, just like with his arms out, just like doing that. Like, bro, who does that?
bad.
Who does that? What is,
That was bad.
Maybe he's doing ayahuasca and Percocets. I don't know. I don't
think
know.
so.
He's got to be doing something. He's on some type of medication that the NFL just doesn't know about. Because he's fucking weird, man.
Yeah, I think he's just weird.
What if they run
he's
him out of
lying.
town? They're going to run him out of town.
There's no way his teammates fuck with him, want to be around him, acting like that.
He seems
not
like the
good for
type
the
of
team.
person that showers by
He
himself.
seems like he just goes home, hops on his PC, and just starts playing Minecraft and just like blocks out everybody.
Yes.
Did you guys see the video from a couple weeks ago? Run or pass.
Yeah.
Calling out.
Yes.
His teammates are just like, what the fuck are you talking about, man?
Yeah, and it's funny because I think everyone thought that they were like the team, like one of the teams to win the division. Oh, it ain't looking like it. But listen, it's early. It's only week 3. We're coming on week 4. We can see a change, but they're still what? I think they're 2-1. But it just doesn't seem like it. And I'm not on them. I mean, I thought the Chargers were going to win it, but I think we all overvalued that division. But like I said, it's early. We'll see what happens.
We all overvalued him.
I agree.
Yeah, so that's really all I got for this episode. I mean, do you have anyone have anything else to say? It's been good.
Yes, I have something to
Muller
say.
has something to say.
My mortal lock will be the Seahawks Lions under 50.
We have a mortal lock being announced by Mulligan Muller. You said Lions Seahawks under 50?
Yeah.
All right.
I got a
Yeah,
mortal lock
I need
for
to
y'all.
give out my.
We have a special guest mortal lock too.
Since we're coming right off the conversation, Raiders straight up against the Broncos.
Raiders straight
Love
up.
that. Love that.
Raiders money line.
I also have my tie.
And he's got his tie. Look at that. We have a fucking guest mortal. I love it. All right. Well, we'll see Carlo more on the show, by the way. But all right, let me hear the tie, Muller. He's got to go. He's got things to do. He's got a hot date.
Now I feel bad. He just gave the Raiders, right?
Yes, he did. Oh, that was it.
All right, I
wasn't
can't
it?
fade you. I can't fade you. All right, so I'm gonna go with the Browns Falcons. Browns and Falcons will tie. That was my second best.
Listen,
one, I'll go with
I
that,
will
'cause
say,
I can't fade you.
Muller has been damn close on these Muller mulligans. He's been very close.
Muller mulligans.
The Ravens Dolphins week 2 he had that went to overtime. He had the Bears and Texans last week, and there was a late ending field goal. So Muller, I'm right there with you, buddy.
Getting closer.
You are getting closer. So
We're gonna tie eventually.
who is it? The Browns versus Titans?
Falcons.
Okay, gotcha.
Same thing.
Same thing. Shitty teams. But all right, well, you'll be hearing. Gassy, do you have any mortals at
Not
the
yet.
moment? Not yet.
I'm thinking Jets money line maybe, but I'm not sure.
Gassy's
Typical
going
Brian's
back.
Jets fan.
Gassy's going back to the Jets mortal. Maybe. Let's
Zach
see.
Wilson's back, maybe.
But I'm
Sorry,
going to
sorry,
that
sorry.
game.
Yeah.
Every game I go to, they lose.
Wait, before I go, because I do have to go. Our bet is so on. You are going to lose. There's no way the Jets don't score 10 points in this game. The defense is hurt. The Jets are scoring 10
Okay,
points.
so-
Zach Wilson's back. You're giving me $100.
I'll reiterate. If the Jets score more than 10 points this week, we both have to go to the casino. I have to throw 100 on red. And if it wins, Muller gets that 100. And I take my 100. And then we're obviously going to bet more. We're going to put it on black. And then we're both going to come
Oh,
up.
yeah, we're going to lose the money. We're going to lose the money.
We are going to. We might become homeless that day.
That's all right.
It's okay.
I like the confidence.
It happens.
So
It happens.
we have 2 mortals in. We have a mulligan, Browns and Falcons. So Muller, thank you. I know you have to get going. So
yep.
Thank you
See
for
you
your
around,
time
Muller.
yet again. Great episode.
All right. See ya.
All right,
See ya,
guys,
buddy.
we'll be back next week. And yeah, see you later.